Good morning, YouTube. It is 5:45 a.m. This is a muzzle loader in my hand. It snowed. The high is like 8 degrees or something. I mean, it's gonna be freezing today, but my goal is to put some horns on the ground, give the mule deer a dirt nap, and hopefully have some fun and get a good video while doing it. Wow, it's like really cold. My face is like actually pretty much numb right now. And we got about an hour drive to where we're hunting, and then we basically have to walk a couple miles. We got spotting scope action right there.
Let's do it.
And it's gonna be interesting. Either I'm gonna be really cold, or I'm gonna be all right, and hopefully hunt down a big old deer. So that's what we're doing today. Just want to give you guys a quick update, and all right, let's go hunting. What is that right there?
Those are deer tracks. Right now, we're hunting these bottom flats on these pivots where the deer come out of the hills to feed. Especially, we got fresh snow. They're getting kind of cold. They're hungry. Right now, we're gonna head up to a good spot we know. We're deep in the hills, so we can catch them coming back in.
We see you, buddy.
I don't know what he's doing.
You don't know what he's doing. Oh, peace.
Oh, dude.
Well, we made it to where we're hunting. Basically in the middle of freaking nowhere. You guys can't see a ton because we're kind of down a little bit, but I mean that's literally where we're at. We're basically in the middle of nowhere. We've got to go way over there to the top of a hill. That's where we're gonna be scouting. My hands are legit numb in like about 5 seconds. Well, folks, I'm basically walking in the Arctic right now, nice and bundled up. We gotta walk. How far is it? Mile. So you gotta walk a mile to sit and scout, and then once you find one, then you gotta stalk it and crawl on the ground and lots of other fun things. So that's what you guys could look forward to, is watching me freeze my ass off. Okay. Like butter, baby.
We're going on top of that. That's our scouting hill.
Scouting hill, dude.
Yeah.
That one. We just saw 2 doe whitetails, which is not necessarily what we're after, but if I get a big whitetail bucked in range, I'll definitely take a shot. So we're gonna move to another hill that's a little bit higher up, a little bit better, and we're basically just gonna set up shop, take the spotting scope and put the binos out, and just kind of comb the area and try to find some deer that are bedding or walking around. No luck, eh?
Spotted a couple does. Nothing worth tracking. Spotted 1 doe on a hill, which is kind of unusual, but I mean, I glassed around it pretty good. I spotted it at about 8 miles. Weren't able to find a deer in there with it, so I guess we're gonna pack out and try another area.
Pack up all of our gear. Basically, huff and puff my way 2 miles. At least we're going somewhat downhill, right?
Yep.
It's a little bit better. Actually, the key to deer hunting success.
Without gummy bears.
Gummy bears. Rock hard gummy bears.
Cold. Rock hard gummy bears.
Welcome back to an episode of Man vs. Wild. I'm your host, Flare Grills. We are out here in the wilderness, basically getting hypothermia and dying of heart attacks. What are we doing? We're going scouting with the truck, right?
Yeah. We're gonna drive through the property on all the parts we're allowed to hunt and look around, take a peek, see what's around us. I mean,
yeah, we're driving. Walking is not the brightest idea, but all right, let's see if we can find a deer. We haven't seen a whole lot. I think it's like 2 o'clock. We spent about 3 to 3.5 hours driving, just like literally everywhere around the area, and did not spot a single deer. We don't know where they went. Our plan is to go to the top of that hill, take a nap, and for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. And basically, we're just gambling that there's like a field here and then there's hills. So you guys saw earlier we were in the hills. This is the field and there's hills over there. So we're hoping that they're hunkered down in the hills and then they got to eat at night and like in the evening. So they're going to come down to the fields and eat. And we are going to be set up shop on the top of the hill, ready with the guns. Pow, pow, gang, gang, bang, bang. Let's go. So what you guys just saw there was a doe, and Marty and I halfway stocked up on it, and just enough to get a shot of it kind of hopping away from us. All right, so it is 3:15. Marty and I took about a 30-minute nap. So now we are just chilling, and well, what happened was, you guys saw my last hunting video where I was sleeping and I woke up and the two does were in front of me and I shot at the crossbow. Well, similar situation. I woke up and Hazy saw a buck like way down.
They're still coming.
Way down yonder. And so we're kind of watching it, and then we stand up and then look behind us and there's a buck there, and then I was scanning with my binos and saw another one over there, and now they have the spotting scope, and there's a whole bunch up there, and so we're filming it with a phone scope, basically a connection deal, and so we're just gonna either sit here or pick some up to go stalk. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but the good news is we are finding some deer. They came over the hill, took off running, so now we're chasing them the other way. Well, folks, it is the next day. All you missed was us basically chasing this herd of deer around, and I got within about 200 yards, lined up for the shot, and it kind of ducked behind this hill, and I really just didn't get a good clean shot, and I didn't want to wound the deer. So that's basically it. Then we walked like 3 miles back. We walked about 8 miles yesterday, so legs are tired, but we are going hunting again this morning, and hopefully give some deer a dirt nap. Those are the two biggest deer I've seen yet. It is now 1 o'clock. I think last time I talked to the camera, it might have been like 7 or 8 a.m. Basically, all that happened was we drove around for about 3 hours, found some does, went and climbed this hill, didn't see any bucks, drove around some more, saw some antelope, and then went back to the hotel, took about a 30-minute nap, got lunch, and then drove around for about the last 45 minutes. And we've seen a lot of does out in the fields, no bucks. So we're thinking that they're finally moving into the field. So we are gonna go climb Mount Everest back there, wherever that is, and basically just look for bucks, and hopefully one of them comes out to play tonight, and we can actually shoot a deer. So we're sitting here. There's a little buck and a doe. We stalked it all the way, probably like a mile. Turns out the buck was too small, so we're not gonna take a shot on him. We're gonna have to keep looking.
Find him, find him, find him. Shoot him, he's right there.
Two does went right in front of him.
I know.
I didn't want to risk it. I didn't film a whole lot, but Marty and I, we ran, like full-on sprint, all of our gear, chased this entire herd of mule deer down, got them to what, 50 yards, 75 yards? 30 yards. They were right in front of us. There was a giant buck there, and he didn't come, like when we scared them the first time, he stayed somewhere, and there was just a little buck, I don't know, maybe like a 2-3 pointer. I mean, I was just about to shoot him because we spent all day, hunting these bucks. We finally got him close, and right as I was about to pull the trigger, two does walked right in front, and right as that happened, they took off running. So I guess that's how it goes sometimes, but still a fun time. I'm so out of shape, it's not even funny, but we're gonna head back to the hotel and kick it and relax, and then we might get out for a few hours in the morning. It is Saturday morning. Negative what?
Negative 24, baby.
Negative 20,
Let's go.
24 degrees. Negative 24 degrees. Like, my hands are actually getting numb. By the second, we were actually gonna leave tomorrow, or we were actually gonna leave last night, and then a bunch of snow hit where we live, and so we could not get back home, so we stayed in the hotel, and we're gonna go scout for deer this morning. One last shot, Hail Mary, and it's freezing. My hands are legit numb, negative 24, but there's a very small chance we will find that buck that we had last night, shoot it, kill it, take it home.
Hey, you see all those does up there?
Probably seen 30 does, no bucks though. We climbed all the way to the top. This is where we were yesterday when I had a shot at a small doe, but no bucks. So I think we're gonna head back to the truck. We might drive around some more and try to scout, see if we can find us a buck. Well, guys, I am back home, finally getting the feeling back in my hands. That was an exciting time. I know it's a little disappointing I didn't actually kill anything. But here's kind of the deal. I know that the vlog was a little kind of sporadic. It was kind of spread out. And I was just really trying hard to get good content at the same time as it, you know, it being negative 24 degrees. I don't know if you guys understand like how cameras work, but like this camera that you're watching now dies in about 2 minutes in that type of weather. And so it was really tough for me to like vlog. It's like doing everything. I try to give you guys updates as frequently as possible, but that's kind of the situation there. But I had a great time out there. It was super cold, but it was super fun crawling around, hunting with Marty and Hazy, and it was just overall a good time. The thing is, I had plenty of opportunities to kill a deer, especially a doe. If I just wanted to shoot a doe, I could have had a doe in probably the first 5 minutes. And I had my sights on a few decent bucks, but nothing trophy sized, and that's really what I was going for. I know my last deer hunting video, I just shot basically the first deer that kind of walked out as my first deer because I was only there for 1 day. But this time I really wanted something that I could like put up on the wall and be proud of. And whether that's, I don't know if that's being selfish or not, but you know, in reality, I just did not want to take an immature buck, the one that didn't have, you know, a nice rack on him. So that was kind of the situation there. But I did have a lot of good shots with the phone scope and just overall filming. So if you guys did enjoy these types of hunts, make sure you leave a thumbs up and drop a comment down below. Because if this video gets like a lot of likes and a lot of comments and stuff, then I'll make sure to go get it. I've already talked with Marty about doing an elk hunting trip potentially next year. And of course going back next year for mule deer. And hopefully maybe next year we'll do rifle. The thing is we're using a muzzleloader. And the deal with muzzleloaders, you can only shoot like 250, 300 yards. Which means you got to really get close to those deer, and especially if the wind's blowing, they smell you, they hear you, that type of stuff. So it was kind of just a tough situation there, but like I said, if you did enjoy these, make sure you leave a like, let me know, because I will go and I'll make a whole bunch more. I had a great time. It was a pretty fun time out there. And so that's basically it. I just wanted to kind of give you guys kind of a quick like ending segment. We tried hard. I mean, we hunted for, you know, 8 to 10 hours for 3 days straight. And it just didn't work out, but that's just how it goes sometimes. And there was plenty of opportunities to shoot them, but I didn't have a clean shot at a buck that I wanted. I had a lot of where I could stand up and shoot them, but I didn't want to risk, you know, wounding the deer. I wanted to make sure I took an ethical shot, and the opportunity just never came. So that's basically the moral of the story. So that's basically it. I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you so much for watching, and peace.